because I'm kind of rigging something up. What's up, everybody? It's your boy. This your man. Excuse me. Excuse my reference using the word boy. What's up, everybody? I know I ain't been on here that much, but hey, life be doing that kind of stuff, you know? Y'all know I just record things that I say for myself for later so I could play it back, use YouTube like a library, but I'm not telling lies. It's just my database system for doing videos and lives and stuff. So anyway, hopefully my children can rewind some of this stuff. You know, got some history on their dad. Blah 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 blah. Sometimes I say some stuff that's pretty snazzy. So got to catch it while you can. As soon as it comes out, you forget it. But anyway, we're gonna talk about when y'all get on here, chime in. What's up, Miss E? Nikki, what's going on? Everybody jumping on, hit the likes, hit the subscribe. You're gonna have to resubscribe and do this and do that because they'll bump you off the feeds and off the notifications, all that stuff. Y'all know how it happened. So anyway, we're gonna get into talking about a title I posted at Alabama brawl. Y'all heard about that? And, you know, cats fighting on the dock on the riverfront in Alabama. And then we're gonna talk about the economy. We're gonna mix them two together, mesh them together, and show you what's happening. Cause they playing games again. I said in some videos, last year, I was talking about the economy, right? And I was telling you, yo, they about to snatch the rug out from under you. And what I kept meaning by that was simply this. A lot of times when they got about to pull a heist, they got to make sure they got heist victims to take the heist from. That's you and me, right? So when you pull a heist, you don't like text people and email them, yo, I'm about to pull this heist tomorrow. So, you know what I'm saying? So be ready for me. No, you pull the heist and nobody knows about it. Not when everybody's looking. So how they get you look the other way? Distractions. Lots of distractions, right? And so that's what's been going on a lot. And I'm not no fortune teller. I just try to look at things indirectly. I try to look from a 360 view and come back around, see what I see. You know, a lot of people you have mistaken identification systems programmed in your mind where you just look at everything linear, like straightforward. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get that 360 cam kind of visuals. You got to get that popping off because, and also 360 cam, check it out. I need to make sure my audio is clean in my video, so somebody chime in real quick. Thank you. So we're gonna get on. We're gonna talk about that brawl on the Alabama thing, and then how that affects the economy and this, that, and the other. And then we're talking about right this moment the economy and how they like to pull heist on people and pull the rug out from under you. So they got you looking this way while they over here taking the money and the gold and the diamonds and all the rubies and everything from this way. How they get the populace on one side of the programming spectrum to where they don't even see the next new thing that's coming, where they can cash in on it by fear, by distraction, by sending all kinds of messages all at once, redundantly to your mind, because you watching it. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame nobody but yourself if you zooming into it. You know what I'm saying? Every day, your daily dose of disaster, you know, media and suspense and drama. That's just like going to the cinema. They just made the cinema come straight to your phone. That's the only difference. Now you don't go to the box office, get a ticket. If you do, and get some popcorn and a Coke, it's like $30. But if you do that, that's your choice. But now they just send it straight to your phone. So we're talking about this economy and how they shift your thinking. Is what they do is they weeding out folks. They can assassinate people many different ways. You think of assassinations based on your programming library from watching so many movies, and they shoot somebody with a gun physically. Nah, they can assassinate you while you still walking around breathing, drinking, eating stuff. They can assassinate your thoughts. They can assassinate your character, assassinate your credibility. They do all kind of tactics. They actually like that more than taking people out. Y'all heard? Let's see. What's one of the first black presidents? Excuse me, first brown presidents. Um, Ex chef or something was found dead. Martha's Vineyard or something. I might be wrong with the location, but somewhere in that vicinity. Uh, that's that kind of stuff they got going on, man. Where like, if you know too much, yeah, physical assassination occurs. If you know the real, you know the inside game, you can end up floating somewhere, like that cat. And people didn't talk much about that because, oh, it's unfortunate, he was a family man. They spin the cool story about it. But then if you go in some of these movies that you've seen, they got that all woven up in there anyway. Like where you know too much, they taking you out, right? But back to the taking you out, assassinating you without the physical death part, they do that all the time, twice on Sundays. They do that constantly to the point where, like I said, those distractions keep people away from the real what's really going on. So with the economy, if you just Google some brief, and I didn't even read all into it, like I was looking for something else and that popped up, but it got me thinking again about how they like to do things. JP Morgan, some cat from JP Morgan. Now JP Morgan issues a date with the economy that we're not going to be in a recession. Okay, wait a minute. The dollar about to collapse, everything about to fall down, everything da 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 da. But now, oh, no recession. Okay, so what this, if y'all see more headlines talking about, oh, well, we were wrong, and come on, bro. Come on, sis. Wake up. This is distraction politics or politricks or whatever you want to call it. This is distraction to the high, because they know the next wave of trillions of dollars is coming, and they don't want you to take some of what they can get a hold of. That's what the whole point is when they distract people with economic stuff. Yeah, you can be brought down economically in your personal finances by what things they do. That's a part of their plan too. But if you got your wits about you, you outwit the witter. You just keep moving. You create 6 or 7 things that's bringing you flow instead of just depending on one thing. How you gonna depend on one tire on your car? That's why they put a spare in the back. So if one go, right? Okay, how you gonna depend on one battery? That's why you got jumper cables. You might need to jump. So it's just this basic common sense as to how we need to be thinking. If you don't want to end up without resources, then you better start learning how to create more. Stop having excuses about all this BS about, oh, I just can't make enough. I'm da 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 da. Well, if you listening to my voice and got a phone on right now, you doing pretty swell. Okay, I travel the world. I see how other people really don't have stuff. Yeah, most of America is in a made up fake reality about they don't have something because you've been told that this looking like this, not me, I'm saying looking this way is poor and looking this way is opulence and wealth. And see, that's where most people make the critical mistake of believing something without experiencing something for themselves. So you just believe that wealthy people got yachts and shit, right? Well, so they do, but I can go get on a yacht too. What you didn't know is most of the people rent that stuff. They lease it. They don't own it. You don't own nothing in this world anyway. You only own the image that you portray to yourself or to other people. That's really what you own. So if you let somebody take control of that imagery, then they can steer that ship anywhere they want. And that's what they do with the media. That's what they do with this economy thing. They steering all these people over here. You're sitting around, oh boy, this is getting bad. Ooh, the price of this is, my dad told me this. He's still alive, but I still remember stuff now. That's what's up. That's a blessing for some parents. If your children remember why you alive, things you taught them and they do it and they put it into play, that's a true, if there's such a thing as a blessing. I don't like to use the word bless because it's be less. I just said it so that people kind of gather what I'm talking about. Not everybody's on the same level, so I got to use words that everybody can, you know, figure out and everything. So, but my dad always said this, son, it don't matter if gas $20 a gallon. If you want to go somewhere, well, you gonna either pay it or you ain't. So you gotta have that type of mentality where, oh, I don't care if gas $40 or 60 or whatever. You know what? I don't care. I'll just do what I do because that's what I do. You gotta have that kind of mindset to get up over these mental program hurdles of how they got people stuck in the matrix of complacency and redundant negative frequency vibrational thought. That's why you keep getting the same low vibration messages. Come look, when you start watching stuff on YouTube, oh, it's so funny how the algorithm throws up more videos of the same thing, right? Oh, do you think that just happens by happen chance? Or did they program it that way? They program it that way. As soon as you type in something that says cryptocurrency, right? And you wasn't really looking at cryptocurrency that much before, all of a sudden, everything you start seeing, cryptocurrency, this, crypto, you're like, where all this stuff come from? You can be on Google somewhere and type in air flights. Next thing you know, on your calendar, something pop up reminding you can take a flight somewhere, because that's how they got this thing rigged up. So with all of this programming, you got to, like I always say, reprogram yourself, okay? Not based on what the media is saying. We're going to talk about the Alabama riverfront brawl thing. Dude, the security guard need to learn how. He needs some self-defense tactics because he just didn't. He's that big a dude. Well, we'll get to that in just a minute. That's crazy. Anyway, I find comedy and stuff. But anyway, other people take it seriously. It's getting close to voting time. So they got to start doing their thing. They got to start separating the crowds again. You see what I'm saying? That's what's going on right now. They got to start weeding the garden, so to speak. So let me get some light going here so y'all can see me. Okay, so that's a lot of what's going on, y'all. They pruning stuff, they weeding stuff, they chopping some stuff down, they burning some stuff, and then they putting some stuff just on like some other state of reality where it don't really matter what you think or what you do, just gonna be what you're gonna be. But anyway, the economy where I'm at is swell. That same mindset I had before I got here. You see what I'm saying? The same mindset that I had before I got here create what I got when I'm here and keep sustaining that same level as long as I keep thinking on that same level. I got to keep they see the clouds, they can make it rain, right? I mean, like in the club, start throwing up money, and talk about making it rain, that kind of make it rain. See, the program will trip you out. You say, Major said he's gonna make it rain. I was talking about cloud seeding and how they can seed the clouds. They've been doing that for 190 years or something crazy. As long as the airplanes been around, they've been seeding clouds. When there were no airplanes, they was using balloons. So they've been seeding the clouds. They can make it rain when they need to make it rain, or make it stop rain sometime in a region when they don't want it to rain. Sometimes they make it rain too much. But my whole point was the making it rain part, seeding the clouds. To do that, you gotta seed your own thoughts to make it do that, what you want it to do. So when you seed your own thoughts and somebody else don't put the seeds in there for your being to maneuver around with, then now you got precipitation when you want it. You plan for it to make it rain, money dropping, okay, dropping right in your hand, money chasing you. That's how you fix the economy, is up here. Everything is up here. You ain't gonna fix your personal economy with these hands and these feet and stuff until you fix what's up here. So this tells the hands and the feet what to go do to get you that upflow, that inflow. Okay, so if you got excuses, I can't help you. I'm a man of ain't no excuse really. You kind of just do what you do because that's what you want to do. If you want to do something different, you start doing something different. Like, that's just the way it goes for everybody. Stop whining about stuff. Don't be a whiner. Don't be a cheese and whiner. If so, if that's what you need to do in this life, do your thing. But for me, this seemed like time a little short to be just, you know, hoping for the best. Nah, you gotta go do the best. You gotta go be your best. You gotta have inception. You gotta have your thoughts creating the best for you, whatever that best is for your journey right now. That's what you need to be aiming towards. Don't aim towards somebody else's best, because when look, you trying to manifest something or thought about it. Don't try to manifest somebody else's best. Manifest what's best for you. If there's such thing as the universe, people talking that new age. If the universe got some best for you, that's the best you want. And if you want to replace that word with if God got the best for you, the same process. If you let's just use the term. If you think God gonna bless you with some great thing just cause, you're mistaken. You're very mistaken. Now, you can keep thinking and believing that God does something, and it adds fuel to that, and it might assist you. You might get some form of what you keep asking for, right? But most of the time, these critical things that you're trying to do or get or move to or be at or do, it's all you. That's all you. Like, so why your creator creates you with all this technology up in here and apparatuses to carry out what the technology can think up or dream up or do up or blah 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 blah. Ain't no dreaming up nothing. You actually programmed to go out here and create, but they've been overwriting your previous program for quite some time now. Now you go out and redundantly create what they got you creating. So that's how you have to look at this thing, so you can stop running into the same brick wall. You know what I'm saying? People say, oh, you got a family curse on him because all this stuff happened. No, you got a jacked up ass program you working off of. If you program a computer a certain way, the computer carry out what the program say, not the program carrying out what the computer say. The computer is the tech, the hardware. It's the software designer who controls the apparatus. So either you're going to be the software designer and the architect of your own journey, or just, take what comes. That's only two things you can do. You're either going to get after it and do something about it, or you're not. That's it. So that's my take on the economy and kind of how you get your personal economy straightened out and how you end up with the economy you have right now. I just told you, it's based on what you see in things as. You see the glass half full or half empty. Somebody put a glass on the table with some liquid in it. You see it half full or half, oh, my drink almost gone. Dang. Or yo, another 50%, that bad boy full. Another 60% is running over. That's where your thoughts need to be. So, and that's for those who want those type of thoughts. If you're listening to me and that's just not your thing, that's just not your thing. For those 1 or 2, 3 or 4, whatever, that it is your thing, or you trying to access those different compartments to your technology, to your personal technologies that are up here, then that's for you. I know I ain't ever talking to everybody because everybody ain't listening. We only got 40 folks on here. That's cool. For me, that's real cool because at age 40, shoot, that's when I started transforming like a transformer. I started transferring my thoughts into some different areas and hop, skip, and jump, 13 years later, here we are, okay? So that's a perfect number. Somebody just messed it up with now 41 people watching. Go back to 40, I was on something. Shoot, I'm using this numerology thing, and I'm not a numerologist. That just took me back to age 40, what I was doing, and blah, 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 blah. And I was just, reminding myself what I was thinking then. It was exactly these things that I'm living in right now. So it don't necessarily take this long to create your personal economy, change it, do anything. That's just my journey. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's talk about the Alabama riverfront thing. So I was watching the video and I was watching some commentators, and I'm not gonna name any names. I was watching some black, brown commentators talk about it, and then you watch white media Caucasian crowd talk about it, and it's always kind of like two different angles they shooting at. Okay, so one, you watch the video. If you just want to talk about the video, like, oh man, oh, them white people jumped on the black dude and all they all attacked. Oh, we gonna get him. Okay, that's you're on. You need to go to a different channel. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to help them keep conquering, divide people's minds, so we keep getting the same situations playing out all the time. Now, that's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is break out like how they manipulate people, one, and then two, how that affects your personal economy. So, one, how they manipulate people. This stuff been going on already. It got people all riled up about all the white people jumped on a black man trying to tell them to move his boat, and then some black people came to the rescue. So what you're doing is unifying black people to want to fight against white people. Now, should the white guy had done what he had done? Nah, I'd have smacked him silly too. He'd have been in the river if he was jacking with me. I just tossed him in the river. I don't know what's up with the security guard, dude. They need to teach them some basic distance, self-defense distance techniques. I mean, he took his hat off, turned it around and threw it up in the air. I'm like, this ain't no TV show, dude. What you doing? Why are you doing this crazy stuff? You should have been like putting your back up against that wall for one, okay? If you weren't gonna walk out of there, back out of there, you should have put your back against that wall. If you got a crowd of 2 or 3 around you, it's time to get your back up against something. That's a prison thing. Like, you don't never put your back out in the open like that. So anyway, that's one thing. Two, he did the right thing he was actually trying to keep distance with his arms, pushing the dude back, right? He was trying to hold the dude back. But what he failed to understand was he was already dealing with two aggressive people. So at that point, you either got to separate them, okay, so they can't get behind you, or like I said, you got to put your back behind something where nobody can come up from behind you and run and jump and push you over. Because once you fall on the ground, that's a wrap. Somebody at that point, it could have been 20 people jumped on him, So at that point, we don't know who, choked him out or whatever, but, it could go downhill from there. But anyway, that's just the physical side of things. I went into that room right now because, my background is security, consulting, specialist, self-defense, tactics, all that stuff. I guess I should do a video about that, but that's not my genre no more. That's not really my thing. That's just little things I can throw in to make the conversation interesting. Also, might help you. You find yourself in a situation where you're dealing with 2 or 3 aggressive people. You better get your back up against something first, okay? All right, that's the first thing you do. And then you better knuckle up. And then the first one that step to you is the first one you tag. Then you step back and get your back against the wall again. So that's how you get, it don't mean that you're going to still come out clean, but it do mean at least you got at least you got something moving forward for yourself instead of just getting knocked over and then people just jumping on you like that. But anyway, y'all saw how the media was trying to spin it if you watched it. So they trying to, this is appalling. This shouldn't happen. The mayor over there, this should never happen. You in Alabama. What you mean should never happen? That's what was happening every day, twice on Sunday kind of thing. What you mean shouldn't happen? See, you think you got some glorious society, things like this should never happen. Oh my goodness, this is unreal. But yet people can get shot by trying to get their ID out. It, could get shot by a cop, or you could, all kinds of stuff can just happen like that. Anyway, that stuff's going on, but they get away with that stuff. But then we're arresting folk, we investigating. Yeah, You know why? Because the economy of the place demands that they do. That's a tourist spot. So we're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to make some arrests. This shouldn't happen. It's human. It's peoples. As long as it's peoples, this happening. Okay? It don't matter where you at in the world, it's happening. So they got 2 or 3 different spins going here. Okay? They trying to say that tourism economy. Some news agents trying to spin off the white and black thing. They got to keep that pumping because everything else is looking pretty. And then you're getting close to the election. Definitely got to get the people over here and get the people over there, so we, definitely can have great outcome for our agenda there. That's all this stuff is about. You don't hear about. So you mean to tell me, out of all of the stuff that could be happening in America with fights, black and white people, Chinese people and black people, Asians and Mexican, Hispanic people, and even Russian. America got so many different cultures going on. I'm sure there's fights on more than one riverfront, in America that's been going on daily. They just decided to right now, go on and post something because the agenda dictates, we got to ramp this up. It's getting close. 2024 is getting close. We got to start doing so. We got to raise the gas prices up. Why? Because later in the year, I can say I did something to lower them. Looky there. Y'all know it's like smoke and mirrors game. It's like Cheech and Chong blowing smoke right in your face. And then you keep watching it so long, you get that contact buzz and you be on their frequency. You know what I'm saying? So that's all this is a whole bunch of, but look, stuff like that going on in America all the time. So don't let them like sway your emotions just because they show this one thing. That stuff happening everywhere, all the time. Okay, worse than that. This was like probably pretty mellow. Looked like a high school fight. I didn't see nobody pulling out no shanks. I didn't see nobody pull a strap out and start popping off rounds. Okay, so it's a fight. Actually, it's kind of good. This is a good thing. You know why? Maybe to remind these young people, we can fight it out. We got some differences. We just fight it out. We ain't got to shoot it out. We ain't got to drive by and do all that. Back in the day, that's what knuckle up. Knuckle up. That's all we was doing, throwing bones. We was fighting. Then everybody go clean up, come back later, play kickball on the playground or do something, you know what I'm saying? Play dodgeball in the gym. So, I mean, big deal. Matter of fact, that's what these presidents need to do. Y'all need to force things to change. Like, okay, we ain't going to war for y'all no more. Nah, you fight for what you talking about, fight for the country. Okay, you fighting for your economy, you fighting for your banking system, you fighting for all this other stuff. Got people going off to war for all that kind of stuff. Nah, y'all fight. Putin and Biden, y'all know who's gonna win. Putin will walk up in there and be like, and Joe Biden will just fall on the floor. It's over. Fight's over. Russia wins. Or go to this country. Y'all got differences with y'all politics and y'all stuff. Then y'all duke it out. Stop getting the people involved in all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You need to change this thing. That's how you change it, is by saying y'all remember, with drugs, just say no. Okay, when you get ready to do this vote stuff, maybe just say no this time. Everybody sit at home. I don't know. Do something different. Keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result. That's the definition of insanity. You keep doing the same things, but you expecting a different result? Okay, that's a whole country that's delusional. No, nothing changed without change. If it looked the same, that ain't no change. That's why you got some dollars and then they give you the change back because it changed. You ain't got the same no more. It just changed. But if you keep doing the same thing, thinking you're going to get some change and you ain't never got none, who's the dummy here? Who's the sophisticated dummies? Now, I'm not calling you a dummy. I'm just saying, if that's how that's going down, that's what I'm going to call you that then. I'm not calling you 49ers that are watching me right now. I'm not calling y'all. I'm saying, but people that do that, yeah, that would be your definition. That would be your life definition. Sophisticated dummy, looking all swagged out, looking this way and that way. Got your car all niced up, got your nice place to stay in, blah, 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 blah. Doing the same thing over and over and over again. We want change. Yes, we can. And all this Black Lives Matter, all this stuff. Yo, they just pimping people. They pimping people. So that's just my spin on it. How does this affect your personal income with these kind of news stories? Oh, it do. One way is get you on another emotional roller coaster ride where you can't even produce nothing for yourself. You can't even change for yourself. You just keep this. These are all techniques designed to keep you in the program. Y'all need to realize that when you see all this stuff, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna go. I got something to did. 8:30. I came on here because I had some time. I still have the time. I had some time to use for this. Here's what you want to look at. I kind of lost my point. That's the problem with doing lives. If somebody could remind me what I was about to go into, go in my brain and pull that out. This happens sometimes when you talk too much as a commentator. If you don't have a script in front of you written, you can go off script very easy. But anyway, as I was making this live for you guys, the point I was trying to make may come back to me. If it don't, maybe it wasn't supposed to be. Let me just keep it there. Yeah, maybe it wasn't supposed to get you. You weren't supposed to get that message right now. Something just turned it off. But anyway, your personal economy gets affected two ways. One, by this kind of media stuff. One is because, like I said, it ties in emotional energies and distracts you from ever getting to the point where you can change your program. And then two, if you spend too much time watching media stuff, especially stuff that ain't doing your mind any good, you never can be the creator of your own situations. You end up just following a whole bunch of people's creations, but don't ever gather the point that you're one of the creators and you can go create for yourself. That's the negative about watching too much media stuff, is that you assume a lot of the energies from what you're watching, and then you go convey that onto the environment around you, and that's what you end up with all the time. Now, if you get too much of that going all at one time, this way, that way, this emotion, that emotion, that emotion, what it does is cause it's like a cyclone effect, and it's like a hurricane. It just keeps spinning and sucking in and blowing out the same thing over and over and over again. The eye of the storm is always on your life in a negative way, because you're creating so much energy watching and viewing all of these other people's energies that you're not creating any directional energy for yourself, or able to achieve any of the things that you see, because your focus is on maybe entertainment and shock value. That's some emotional things that they've been creating over a long period of time with the movie industry. What's the word movie mean to me? It means move something, to move, to move, put th in front of it, to move thee. I don't know, go see the movie, move thee. They're trying to move thee out of the way so they can entertain their idea into your creative aspect of being a creator. So anyway, I hope this live do you some good. And excuse me, let me remove the word hope. This live will do somebody some good. Don't know who, don't know how many. It just is what it is. I'm reading some of these comments. Divide and conquer. That's all they doing, Miss E. It's the same thing. And they just put a little spin on it. That's all it is. And like I said, the economy, whatever is supposed to crash, I ain't seen nothing crash yet. Whatever was supposed to go down, I'm not going to see it. I'm not going to experience it, because that's not where I'm at. I'm into the thrive mindset, and that's all I'm looking for. That's all my eyes looking on. I'm gonna show you the perfect example. Then I'm gonna get off of here. If you ever like a certain kind of car in a certain color, and you keep thinking about that, and you put some emotional energy behind, ooh, I like that, and you just on that thought all the time, you will start seeing that car everywhere. It just be here, there. Oh, there's another one. Oh, dang, wow. Oh, a yellow, green, blue. You'll just keep seeing it. Why? Because your mind's eye is focused on that, and you put emotional energy, the connection that makes it happen, you put those two together. Now you keep seeing that more. That's the same concept you use to establish what it is you want in this life, and then you see it and you feel it. Good feelings, good thoughts about it all the time. You start seeing it more. Good feelings, good thoughts about it. Then you start magnetizing it more into your environment, and then eventually you can end up getting that thing that you're trying to get. So just make sure it's not driven off of somebody else's thing. Like, have your own idea about why you need the thing or why you're going to get the thing, and not necessarily, oh, I just want the thing. It works either way, but I find it works better for me if I have a reason to why that thing needs to exist in my environment, whether I own it, use it, have access to it, whatever. It doesn't matter, as long as I have that reason. That validates me that validates my reason to keep subconsciously thinking about and programming that thing in there till it show up. I'm just living in it, and then I'm doing the thing. So just my scenery, my environment. That's what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking skyscrapers. I'm thinking new creations. They building stuff over here. They building stuff everywhere. The skyline is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So that's where my thoughts are at. That's what my environment is. I hope, let me stop using that word. So if y'all can use this stuff, use it. If you can't, maybe it's just entertainment for you. But I appreciate C. Marie, Miss E on here moderating. Didn't have too much work tonight. And who else on here? Braxton the Snake Fiend. Journey to the Center of the Universe up on here. My eyes getting better and better. I'm actually reading this with shades on, and my eyesight getting better and better every day. That's something else. I can't read that. Is that Incu? No, that's not. But anyway, y'all, I appreciate it. I'm gonna blast off of here. CB in the house. Real quick, the weather's cool. It's hot. It's a Nelly song in Vietnam all the time. It's getting hot in here. I'm sweating right now, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's a different kind of heat, but it will get a little cooler here probably in a month or so. And cooler to them is like 70. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, it's cold. People wearing jackets and stuff. It's so funny. Be about 70 degrees. They out here freezing. Anyway, I hope. Stop it. Stop it, Major. Y'all all do well. I'll holler at y'all in a hot second on another one. But get your narrative, write your narrative, do your narrative, expect your narrative to be what your environment is. And if you focus on that right there, all this other stuff about things going wrong and bad will disappear as quickly as they showed up. It just disappeared. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all in a hot second. Peace. Oh, the most valuable asset you have is time. Use it wisely. Peace.